Hi, Barbara, and thank you for joining us at Shattered Pencil Studios to discuss
Hi,
content.
Rosie. It's good to be.
So, I just want to introduce Barbara. She is a content writer and a brilliant woman overall. And I have some questions about content. But first, tell us a little bit about you and your experience as a writer.
So I'm happy to be here, Rosie. I feel as if I've been a writer forever, and I'm very grateful to be able to say that. I started out at a local newspaper after spending years being an editor and a PR person all through high school and college. I went into the corporate world and I worked as an editor and a marketing consultant in both the marketing and corporate communications departments of large corporations, and I've worked as a journalist writing for Fox Business Network about personal finance. I've also written for the financial trades and covered a lot of huge companies in insurance and financial services who are household names. And in all of these jobs, I always wrote content. I always told stories that shared insights with readers, helped them solve problems, raised their awareness. And I also wrote about people who are accomplishing great things.
Wow, sounds absolutely brilliant. And in the spirit of writing and content, can we just go over what content is? We hear it's king, apparently. But what
they say.
What is content, Barbara?
So, content, first of all, I must say that I believe it to be an important business asset, and I think people out there who really understand what content is would agree with me when I say that. It is strategically created information that tells a story that resonates with readers who are ultimately your prospects and hopefully eventually your clients and customers. It writes about information that helps people solve their problems, gain insights, even about information that helps people fulfill their dreams. It's personal, so you have to understand your audience because you're telling them stories and relaying information that's relatable for them. And the stories that you tell are memorable, so they can latch onto them, so that these stories resonate, so that it sticks with them for a long time, so that they can see themselves in the stories.
Yeah, I want to read your content.
Yeah, way to go.
So tell me what the magic formula is. You know, what separates good content from weak content that gets ignored?
So good content does accomplish all the things that I just said. And I'd really like to latch on to the personal, experiential, relatable, and memorable piece. You know, I used to tell people, and I still say, everybody has a story to tell. But make no mistake, that story is not about me, Barbara, but it's really the story about the person that I'm writing for. So the story addresses a problem that they might be having, an aspiration that they might be happening. And the story shows I'm just a secondary character because I'm the person that helps them fulfill their need or achieve their goal. That's one very important piece. It's about the customer or the reader. The second piece is that it has to be authentic. You know, it's not stiff. It's not flat. Something of your personality should come through, because keep in mind, you're writing this for a prospect or a customer, and so you want to create the feeling that they will be comfortable with working with you, that they'll like to work with you, that they'll even think you're a little bit of fun. because to be serious, you really do have to have fun.
I love that. And I know you covered this briefly already, but when you look at the core of why content matters, how would you summarize that?
Yeah, so that to me is almost fulfills a larger philosophical need. It isn't just about the business. And this is something that I always say, that to me, business is not just business. It's more than just business. And by that, I don't mean that it's a big bowl of mush, but I mean that it's emotional. You have to reach people's emotions because they make buying decisions really with their heart and their gut far before they turn to their head. And it's also about relationships. If you really want to run a good business, if you want a sustainable business, you have to build relationships with people. And what better way than conveying that through the words you say, the right choice of words, the right tone in your words, even the right cadence. All this is what makes a difference in drawing people in. So the words matter piece, the content matter piece, really becomes a value system. And that's all about getting from people from curiosity to commitment, or from content to commitment.
Beautifully put. And of course, the title of our next seminar, which I am very excited to collaborate with you in September. So everyone will hear more about that later. But I love that idea of curiosity to commitment and that magic in between. So thank you so much, Barbara, for your insight.
Well, it has been a pleasure speaking with you.